Joe Byron launched his first honor flight on June 13, 2009. That flight to Washington, D.C. of 50 veterans and guardians included 14 World War II prisoners of war and 5 World War II heroes. Since that time, Joe has launched over 50 flights and brought over 2,000 veterans to the nation's capital to see the war memorials. He admits it's a race against time, but says he has no plans of stopping. Connecting Point producer Dave Fraser participated in a recent honor flight and shares this story.
A hero's welcome from first responders, families and friends, veterans and volunteers, all saluting members of the greatest generation.
Thank you. Have a nice trip. Thank you. I'm looking forward.
40 men and women who served in World War II and Korea recently took part in an honor flight, traveling to Washington, D.C. to visit and reflect on their memorial.
Enjoy your day, George. You deserve it.
Joe Byron is the founder of Honor Flight New England.
How's everybody doing today?
Well, I've heard over and over again that many came home and never got their welcome home. The World War II Memorial was built very late, and none of them would have had the means probably to get down there. So we wanted to ensure that they had the opportunity to go.
It's estimated that we lose 500 World War II veterans every day. That's more than one veteran every 3 minutes. So Honor Flight feels that they are in a race against time to say thank you. Thank you to men like 103-year-old Henry Narusewicz of Lowell, who took a recent honor flight with his daughter.
It was a good experience. You probably never had an experience like that again.
Narusewicz served as a tank mechanic in General George Patton's Third Army.
I got married when I was 24, so I was married almost 3 years, when this Henry was drafted in the year of 1943 in September. We weren't too far from the war zone because you could hear the rattle of machine guns all the time.
Like many other veterans who have participated in an honor flight, the trip to Washington, D.C. is a moving experience, an opportunity for closure, and a chance to share a time in their life with fellow veterans.
I think that today is one of the best days I had in 70 years, to be honest with you. Something that I never thought I would be able to see. It's great.
I was amazed how many people were concerned about my welfare. I didn't know people cared.
I was in the Army during 52 to 54, and when we got out, that was it. You got out, and there was no welcome home or nothing. And this is like a welcome home, something that guys in my era didn't get. So, yeah, it was great.
Since it was founded in 2009, Honor Flight New England has transported over 2,000 veterans to Washington, all free of charge. Each veteran who goes has a guardian assigned to them. That person can be a fellow vet, a family member, or a volunteer.
To be able to share it with my grandfather, who I've looked up to his military service and wanted to join and follow in the footsteps. So having that opportunity and being able to experience it today was just amazing.
Because we have to remember these guys. There's not a whole lot of them left. We have to remember them. And this is the only way we can get the word out there, that there's these guys that are out there. We need to take them and honor their service.
I cry every time walking through that reception line because it just amazes me the amount of people that come out to see them. Most of the people that met us at the airport this morning, they don't have a relative on this flight. They just come out because they understand what a treasure these guys are, and they want to make sure they get the send-off that they deserve.
It's a really special time for veterans to reconnect with veterans and share stories that they might not have ever been able to share because it's so tender and so emotional for them. And they come here as a community and they leave as a family.
The day in Washington includes a park police escort and visits to various war memorials and monuments, including the World War II Memorial, the Vietnam Wall, and the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
I've heard it on every flight. They say, we did what we had to do. The real heroes didn't come home. And a lot of them are living with survivor's guilt. And so this is their day to to be able to speak about it, to get the recognition that they truly deserve, and when they close their eyes for the last time, know that we'll never forget.
We can't all be heroes. Some of us get to stand on the curb and clap as they go by. That famous quote by Will Rogers has been repeated for decades, honoring veterans while encouraging others to give their thanks and show their support.
If we allow the next generation to know what they did, the legacy will live on.